Good evening, Starkville. We have a series of events unfolding right now. A dangerous situation occurring right now, just released from the National Weather Service at around 10:14 p.m. A confirmed tornado was located near Longview or near Starkville, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So right here in this area, if you're in and around Starkville, make sure that you're taking cover, that you're finding a low place, to find shelter. If you can pull up that storm tracker, please, Michael, our meteorologist in the back, he's helping me along the way as these events unfold. We're trying to make sure that you have all the information that is needed. Could you pull up that storm tracker, please? Thank you. So right now we're showing is our velocity. The couplet is right here. So basically that's all that is winds that's coming in and that's moving away. And what you need is that rotation for a tornado to form. Right now, it's not as prominent, it's not as strong, so we are seeing signs of weakening. But please, don't let that word fool you. You still need to take cover. We do have some locations that are in the pathway of this system as it continues to track northeastward at around 35 miles per hour. So it's moving fairly quickly. It's going to be in, it's going to be moving out. But for you, that means that you need to get to your destination of shelter quickly. Right now, around 10:16 p.m., in about 2 minutes, Connor Heights, Westwood, Wood Manor, Kroger. Make sure if you're in those areas, you find a low place to protect your it's been a long night. To protect yourself from this system that's starting to track northeastward. We also have Academy Park, Fairground Subdivision, Pecan Acres, Pleasant Acres, Wellborn Subdivision, Starkville. If you're in those areas, please take shelter. Please take shelter. And there has been some history of some hail detection with this system. Could you pull up the hail detection? Yeah. All right. Storm threats. As you can see with this system, even though that tornado and the chances of that tornado still being on the ground is low, mind you, it's low, but it's still prominent. You're still taking shelter. The hail threat is very prominent across the area. We're looking at a half an inch of hail. A half an inch of hail. That can do quite a bit damage to the surrounding areas, to some roofing, your cars. So make sure that you get that under the shelter. But as you can see, that hail threat is anywhere northward of Starkville and southward all the way to Winston, Mississippi. So make sure that you're taking the precautions with this system. Michael, can you go back to the relative radar, reflectivity radar, please? Once again, this is a pretty strong system, strong line of storms. If you can zoom out for me. A pretty intensifying system with the line of storms, but we are seeing that couplet right here just southward, moving northeastward at 35 miles per hour. That is showing signs of a tornado, but it is starting to weaken with that tornado system. And this line of storms will continue to track eastward. Artesia, Highway 82 between Starkville and Artesia. Make sure that if you're in the pathway of this system, that you're taking shelter, that you're finding a low-lying area, and just get off the roads. Get off the roads if you don't have to be. Columbus, Caledonia, this system is heading your way. You're hearing what's going on right now across the Starkville area. So don't wait until the system is 2 minutes out from your area. Take heed now. Make sure that you have your National Weather Service radio or any other forms of communication where you can receive any alerts that become prominent as we continue to go on throughout the night. It is late at night, so it will be harder to see the tornado if it's on its way, but it does kind of sound like a freight train, so that will give you signs of a tornado that's in proximity of your area. Can you go to that graphic of if you have a one-story house, what you should do? Or we can do dorms. It doesn't matter. Let's do dorms. Because we have areas around the Starkville area. I know we have Mississippi State campus. Students might still be on campus. If you're watching the weather radar right now, or if you're watching our news station, if you're in a dorm, seek shelter on the lowest floor and in the hallway. Follow all residence hall staff instructions if you have an RA. Make sure that you're heeding to the instruction that they're giving you and that you just don't be naive to the situation that is occurring. If you're living in an apartment, we're talking about the Grand, we're talking about Helix, any apartments located in Starkville, make sure you seek shelter on the lowest floor or in the bathroom or closets. I'm sorry, guys, it's been a long night, but we're going to continue to bring these updates as this weather continues to deteriorate. You're away from any windows, any debris that might try to swarm the household, but these locations right here are some pretty good locations to be in to protect yourself and give yourself an advantage over this system. Our nearest FEMA certified tornado shelter, if you're not at home or you're not in your apartment, if you're out and about, the nearest FEMA certified tornado shelter is 985 Lynn Lane in Starkville, Mississippi. So you do have other options if you're not going to be in your dorm or in your apartment, or if you're just out and about currently as this system continues to deteriorate. Can we go back to the hail history one more time? Not the storm threat, but the hail history across the area. Okay. The system has just updated. So this storm system is continuing to track northeastward at 35 miles per hour. Thank you. Can you zoom in across the Starkville area, please? All right. So we are starting to see some strengthening with this system. It has rebounded. So once again, like I said earlier, even though at the beginning it was weakening, it is starting to strengthen. That's how quickly the weather can change. And so you have to make sure that you're weather aware. So this storm system is continuing to track northeastward. Aspen, that's where I stay. If you're in and around the Aspen area, you need to seek shelter. The Highlands, Clayton Village, make sure that you're finding a safe space like we discussed earlier, low-lying areas in the bathroom or closet. This system is fast moving. So please adhere to the meteorologists, adhere to the National Weather Service as they continue to update us on this severe weather, on this tornado that is, it could be on the ground right now. Aspen, College Vista, University Estates. All right, we just have an update from the National Weather Service. At 10:20 p.m., a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located near Starkville. An extremely large and dangerous tornado. So please, if you're in these areas, find shelter now, find a low space. You do see that couplet right here, debris activity anywhere around Colonial Heights. They're picking up debris right now in the area, and it's continuing to track northeastward at 35 miles per hour. So the speed of the system hasn't changed much, but there is a confirmed large tornado on the ground across Colonial Heights, and that is what this radar is picking up right now. The debris detector is picking up that hints of debris as we see that large tornado on Colonial Hills moving towards College View, the Highlands, Highway 82 between Patrick, Mississippi and Mayhew, Mississippi. Make sure that if you're on the road, get off the road. If you're near the Starkville, make sure you get to that shelter 985 Lynn Lane in Starkville, Mississippi. We're going to zoom in a little bit more. Thank you, Michael, for zooming in. Zoom in. If you're in that area, Blackjack Road, Octok Road, Ace Avenue, South Farm, the system is impeding on you right now, so make sure that you're finding shelter. I don't know how large it is. I don't know if it's 2 miles, if it's 1 mile. Hey, who cares? It's a dangerous and extremely large tornado. Make sure that you're taking shelter. Please make sure that you're taking shelter. Can we please go back to the reflectivity? All right. Line of storms is continuing to trek northeastward. So make sure that you're adhering to the weather radio. Once again, let's go back to that debris detector. Please, before we have to go to commercial break. Zoom in. That debris detector is picking up an extremely large and powerful tornado. I cannot further emphasize this. If you're in those immediate areas of Aspen, Blackjack Road, Mississippi State, South Farm. Make sure that you're adhering to the National Weather Service and you take cover. I'm your meteorologist, Solomon Singleton. Back to you.